Starting in 3, 2, 1, reveal. $15 seconds.
Wait, do we go on
At the minute mark? 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. Just making sure all the audio is set up properly, which it is. Okay, so this is an interesting board. Hello, Pin. We have Gavin going to chapter 8 and Ellie going to chapter 9. So Gavin is going to be hitting the jump scare here. Both of these lunch boxes. And this all collectibles. Yep, he is gonna... So there's 4 things you can get here. LA was going just for this. Okay, chapter 6. That's AR plush baby. Chapter 2. Yeah, you have jump scare eclipse. You have the sun plush that's deeper in chapter 2. And you have the jump scare endoskeleton. Oh yeah, also Moon Mask is in chapter 6. So chapter 6 is also good. Honestly, I might have jumped into chapter 4 initially. Faz Wrench Puzzle, Jump Scare Chica, all collectibles. Yeah. That's fine. LA's about to get it right now. Also, all three anomalies are in chapter 2, which is probably the fastest way to get them. Even though it's a pain to get all the way through that chapter, because it is long. Quickly gonna just mark through what we have here, seeing what's fastest for everything. Where the optimal chapter was to begin with. We got Plush Baby and he's bailing out of chapter 6. Smart plays to go to chapter 4 now. I would say chapter 2 or chapter 4. Given that it's confirmed Gavin is in chapter 8. Yep, chapter 2. Both chapters 2 and 4 are actually really strong on this list. Yeah. Going off of chapter 4, you're looking at, so completing Fazwrench puzzle, round 15 of Chica's Feeding Frenzy, which takes about 7.5 minutes, maybe like 7 minutes. So I would hold off on that because you don't need it. You can get 2 of the 3 anomalies in that chapter. Jump Scare Chica, Golden Freddy, collect all chapter 4 collectibles, complete chapter 4. LA might do it for Sky. So LA has a pretty strong lead here, I would say. It's confirmed what chapter LA's in, so Gavin's probably gonna have to go for chapter 4 at this point, I would think. Yep. So what's remaining is some of the anomalies, but mostly it's Golden Freddy, all collectibles, and chapter 4. I'm surprised no one has gone into chapter 5 for Golden Plush Baby. Oh, jump scare, yeah, jump scare Chica, all collectibles, and Golden Freddy, yeah, and complete chapter 4. So there's 4 things. So Gavin is gonna catch up here once he gets all the way through. There's jump scare Chica. This confirms to LA that Gavin is in chapter 4. Yeah. Chapter 5 has 1 anomaly. Is at the camera station, if that's what you're referring to. Chapter 5 has, 2 items. Yeah. And they're both 3 items. Golden Plush Baby, chapter 5, and Electrocute Monty. So 6.5 minutes in, we're at 7v5. LA quit out of chapter 2. Interesting. I guess he was only getting the jump scare and bailing out. Alright, is he going into chapter 5? Yes. Okay. So with this, it'll put LA at 10. Gavin is gonna have to do something to catch up. Bailed out of chapter 2? Probably not. You had a minute plus before... Oh, Gavin's leaving the door open for him to get the CFF win. Oh, tire jump. The best part is that all the chapter 5 stuff is super late into the chapter. Gavin's not gonna know that he's in chapter 5. At least not for a while. I guess the question is How did LA go for both anomalies before leaving chapter 2? Do you remember? Okay, yes, I guess he did. That would be a yes. All right. Gavin's gonna know now that LA's in chapter 5. So LA's gonna be at 11. I think Gavin was only at 2. Because he went to chapter 8 and then he went to chapter 4. So he only got the 2 that are in chapter 4. So chapter 2 is mostly completed. Chapter 4, chapter 5, 6, and 8, and 9. Yeah, no matter what, it's gonna be like 3. It's basically like 1 or 2 items per chapter. Wait, Gavin doesn't know that Ellie's in chapter 5. I would say for LA, if he can beat Gavin into chapter 1, he wins. Because he just has to get the 2 items in chapter 1. The Tragedy Mask and the Glam Monty plush. But it depends on where Gavin goes after he realizes that LA is in chapter 5. He's gotta know now, right? Wait, LA hasn't marked it off yet. Come on, LA, remember that's on there. Maybe he's gonna wait, hoping that Gavin doesn't realize what chapter he's in. He has time. And there it goes. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Ellie's gonna pull through. You got this, LA. Cause, I mean, Gavin is stuck at the point where he has to follow LA in hopes that he beats LA to everything. LA has about 17 seconds on Gavin. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be the quickest official game out there. Or it's gonna be close to it. Because, I mean, it's gonna take like 6 minutes for them just to get to both the plush and the mask.
What you guys doing?
I got your message. Where are you?
Oh.
We are currently playing bingo. Oh man, he's gone.
Under Roxy Racers? That's all the way on the other side. Gregory? I'm not even close. I got your message. Where are you?
Looking back on it, had Gavin, so if with Gavin starting chapter 8, Ellie starting chapter 6.
All the way on the other side. I'm not even close.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what the strategy would have been. Gavin exited chapter 8 after LA exited chapter 6. And then LA confirmed pretty quickly that he was in chapter 2, so there was no point to there was no point to
What happened to you?
in going in there unless you think you could beat LA through chapter 2. I mean, LA marked off stuff in chapter 2 pretty quickly. That was insane.
Chica? A fast wrench. It's just like my dad's.
That's definitely allowed to talk.
I think it's supposed to power the door.
I'm not sure.
That's also why I'm, like, hesitant.
A fast wrench. It's just like my dad's. What's this thing? I think it's supposed to power the door.
I honestly feel bad for Gavin. It's, you know, fighting a losing battle. But there's not much that can be done at this point. He just has to hope that, you know, LA's game crashes. It really does. Yeah, they did the minute.
Where'd that freaking Monty thing go? I better find a way out before it comes back.
Chapter 2, Chapter 4, and Chapter 8 are all strong starts. Chapter 6 only had a couple of items, but it can be quickly done. You can quickly verify where the other person went if they didn't go to that chapter. And then you could go into a different one that they haven't entered.
It's not a Bonnie mask. Look at all the wires and stuff.
Oh, LA forgot to change his language from English.
Weird. It's not a Bonnie mask. Look at all the wires and stuff. What are you still doing?
And now we're just watching the race to the last item. Who's gonna get to the tragedy mask first? Come on, LA. Don't scuff it up.
I swear that doorway was locked.
It is really close.
What's that supposed to be?
The solution is just to play with your game in a foreign language at all times. Or a language other than English, I guess.
What's that supposed to be?
Just so that you don't have to worry about changing it mid-match. Don't... Okay.
Gregory! Gregory! I can hear you! I need your help! Gregory! Gregory! I can hear you! Security? What are you talking about? None of this makes sense. Security? What are you talking about? None of this makes sense. Gregory?
It's gone from about 17 seconds to 8 seconds.
Gregory? Security notes? What the heck are those?
And that's it.
Did I win?
GG's.